So Manchester United just confirmed the new signings of Youri, Tielemans and Andrey Santos. And with their new look midfield, I figured it'd be quite cool to rebuild them. So let's quickly do that. Obviously, United finished 3rd place this season. And just a quick reminder that Casemiro, Heaton, Fredrickson and Malacia will not be part of the squad next season. Just to quickly show you guys, we have completed the signings of Tielemans and Andrey Santos. They'll be joining us in the new season. And with that being said, let's jump into the first season of the rebuild. There's Youri Tielemans arriving at the club. Let's go. So we've just jumped into the first season of the rebuild, and this is the first thing we see. No returns. The club is in a difficult financial situation. Any profits you make from transfers completed in the transfer window will not be added back into the budget. That's crazy. With this limitation in mind, make sure you think twice about who you sell and who you bring in. Wow. With that in mind, double checking the transfer budget, we have got 180 million to spend, so I think the idea is no sales this season, only transfers are coming in. Let's build depth with the squad. So this is what my ideal starting 11 would look like for the season. Looks pretty good. Offensively, I'm quite happy with everything I'm seeing right now. I think we do need to switch up the left back and right back. Luke Shaw, he gets injured and he gets old. And while Diego Dalot is just not world class, so let's try and see what we can get in terms of left backs and right backs. And for our first signing of the season, it is Michael Coyote. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I haven't watched much Brentford games, but he plays for Brentford and we signed him from Brentford for around £60 million. As you can see there, guys, Michael Coyote, $62 million, from Brentford. Very happy with that first signing of the season. As you can see, he's a 22-year-old, 82 rated. He's got the potential to grow and he's got a long throw plus, which is interesting. We have just signed Federico DiMarco for around $67 million from Inter Milan. This is a world-class left back. DiMarco is one of the best attacking fullbacks in the world and he's going to offer so much on the attack for this team right now. I'm so excited to see how this works out. So yeah, guys, this is our new look starting 11. We've got Mbeumo up front, Cunha on the left, Ahmed on the right. The 3-man midfield with Bruno, Tielemans and Santos. The whole reason why we're doing this rebuild is because of Tielemans and Santos. We've got new fullback signings, DiMarco and Coyote. They're going to offer so much to this team. And of course, at the back, we got De Ligt, Martinez and Tielemans. This starting 11 looks good. We've done what we needed to do in the transfer window. Now it's up to the team. Let's sim to January, see how we get on. I believe we're in October, end of October, close to November. And as you can see here, Dalot wishes to leave the team. I feel like this was coming, obviously, with the signing of Coyote. That guy is far better than Dalot. He's obviously going to take preference in the team. And we've got to take immediate action. Okay, so there's two options here, terminate or sell. Obviously, we're going to sell him, even though we're not going to get profits from it. We're going to sell him regardless. We have made it to January of the first season of the rebuild. Let's see how we're getting on. Looking at the Premier League standings, we are currently 5th place, 3 points off Champions League football right now. We're not doing too badly, but we can do far better. In the Carabao Cup, we are in the semi-finals, so we could potentially win a trophy there. That's very exciting. Looking at the Champions League, we're currently 16th place. We've won 2, drawn 2, and lost 2. Now, obviously, you only need to be top 24 to make it to the playoff round, I believe. So we're still safe in that regard, but we can definitely do far better. Looking at our top performers at the moment this season, Sesko has 12 goals and 3 assists. Big up Sesko. Bruno Fernandes is also having a great season, as always. And Mbeumo's got 6 goals. And looking at DiMarco, he's getting some assists in there as well, doing fairly well. One thing to note, Matheus Cunha has only played 9 games, offering no goal contributions. He's had a pretty disappointing season so far. Just a reminder that we need to let go of Diego Dalot. He's absent indefinitely, so we might as well just let him go. So what we're currently looking at is the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. Let's get into this game. It is match day, and this is the squad we're going to go with. Although Cunha hasn't had a great season and he hasn't played much, I'm going to start him. I do believe in Matheus Cunha, so let's see if he can perform. If he can get a goal, if he can get an assist, that would be cool. And with that being said, let's get into the simulation. Bang. And we drew 2-2. And would you look at that, Matheus Cunha scored, so that's really good to see. And Bruno Fernandes also scored. I believe this is a 2-leg fixture, so we're going to go into the second leg at Old Trafford and take Chelsea on. And there it is, guys. Diogo Dalot finally leaves. It's between Everton and Sunderland, if I'm not mistaken. So let's see who he actually signed for. And Dalot signed for Sunderland for 16 million. And we get none of that 16 million. And jumping into the second leg of this Carabao Cup semi-finals against Chelsea, we're going to stick with the exact same squad. I believe in it. Let's get into this. And the simulation starts now. I see Coyotes 84 rated. We won 1-0 and Cunha scores again. That's why you gotta have belief in him. Come on, let's go. We are into the finals of the Carabao Cup. So Liverpool beat Leeds United in the Carabao Cup semi-finals, so we are taking them on in the finals. So the Carabao Cup final is on the 21st of March. Let's jump to then. It is time for the Carabao Cup final. But before getting into the final against Liverpool, I have some bad news. We unfortunately got knocked out to Atletico Madrid, losing 4-2 on aggregate. And yes, you're seeing this right. We lost 3-0 at Old Trafford. That is crazy. Enough of the bad news, let's get into this cup final. It is cup final time, guys. The team remains unchanged. I believe in this team. We're going to go ahead and quick sum now. 3, 2, 1. Damn, we lose 2-0 to Liverpool. That's very unfortunate. Yeah, Chiesa and Szoboszlai, they killed us. It is what it is. Yeah, that's not the sight you want to see, eh? Liverpool beating us. I'm personally a Liverpool supporter, but I'm rebuilding United. You know what I mean? They say when it rains it pours, and it is definitely pouring after getting knocked out of the Champions League and losing the Carabao Cup final. All we have to play for now is the FA Cup and the Premier League. So what we're going to do now, guys, is sim to the end of the season, see how we get on. I'll see you then. Cheers. So we've made it to the end of season 1. And as you can see, we finished the month of May unbeaten, which is a good sign. That's a good sign. First thing we want to look at is the FA Cup. Where did we come? Let's check it out. Liverpool won the FA Cup as well. That's crazy. When did we get knocked out? In the semi-finals to Liverpool as well. They just have our number at the moment, eh? The important thing is the Premier League though. Where did we finish? We did have a solid month of May. Let's check it out. 4th place. We've got Champions League football. That's important. But a very disappointing season nonetheless. Man City went and won the league. Well done to them. They only lost 1 game. Man City only lost 1 game. So yeah, guys, on the bright side, at least we have got Champions League football again next season. Still a bit disappointing though. What we can do now is see how our team performed individually, who was outstanding performers and who was disappointing. That way we can figure out who we need to flush out for next season and who we need to replace. Just looking at morale right now, Marcus Rashford submitted a transfer request. That's a bit disappointing. Anyways, let's look at our top performers. We have got Benjamin Sesko with 23 goals this season. 18 in the Premier League. Very, very happy with that. He had a great season. We've also got Bruno Fernandes having a phenomenal season as always. Matheus Cunha turned it around. In the second half of the season, Matheus Cunha went and scored 16 goals, got 1 assist. I had belief in him, and thankfully I did because he turned it around. I'm very happy with this. Mbeumo had an okay season as well. Ahmed alright. You know, I'm looking at the squad list right now. I'm just going down. I mean, Sancho played 23 games for us. 3 goals, 3 assists. Fairly disappointing, but that's what you expect from Jadon Sancho, right? What else do we have here? Mainu was okay. Rashford, bang average. Only played 12 games for us though. Looking at the team in general, I think we performed okay. We could perform far better. I think there is 2 replacements that need to be made. The first one is Martinez. He's 29 years old. He's not going to grow. He's only 82 rated. He needs to be replaced. And the next replacement is Matthijs de Ligt. Maybe not replacement. I want to keep de Ligt. But I think we need to get someone better. Someone more world-class. Another change I want to make is put in Mbeumo right wing as the main right wing player, not a striker. And I want to take Ahmad, put him on the bench, and starting next season, Benjamin Sesko is going to be our starting striker because he deserves it. He absolutely deserves it. So yeah, guys, that's the end of season 1. We made it to the final of the Carabao Cup. We lost in the final, disappointingly. We lost again to Liverpool in the FA Cup, of course, also disappointing. We were disappointing in the Champions League. And in the Premier League, we finished 4th place, which is the bare minimum. So jumping into season 2, hopefully we can do better. So we are into season 2 of the rebuild. And the first thing I checked out was finances. We only have 115 million to spend. That's about 60 to 70 million less than last season. Going into season 2, I was very excited knowing that we have great squad depth and we just need to build on it. But we've run into an issue. As you can see, I have a ton of great squad players that have 1 year left on their contract and none of them are willing to renegotiate a new deal. So we have a couple decisions to make whether we sell these players on or just let them play their contract out. I think the only player I'm not willing to sell is Bruno Fernandes. Everybody else I'm willing to sell and replace. What we can also do is use some of these players as swap deals for other transfers, like we are going for new centre backs. If we want to buy a centre back, maybe we can add a Harry Maguire into the deal. Or maybe we could add a Jadon Sancho, or a Rasmus Højlund, or even a Marcus Rashford. These guys all don't want to stay at the club. They want to play their contract out. We might as well try and get the most out of them. With that being said, this is what the squad looks like. I would also like to note, although Matheus Cunha had a good season for us, he submitted a transfer request. So did Rasmus Højlund, Mazraoui as well, and Marcus Rashford also submitted a transfer request. I don't want to be that guy that keeps them against their will. If they want to leave, we got to let them go, guys. And that is exactly what we have done. We made a couple sales. Harry Maguire for 8 million to Sunderland. We sold Mazraoui to Newcastle. And then the big transfer, we sold Matheus Cunha. He wasn't happy at the club. He had to go. 75 million to Man City. After all those sales, we now have a budget of 230 million, so we're up 120. I see now Bruno Fernandes is open for contract talks. Let's get this sorted. And there it is, boys. Bruno Fernandes signed on a 2-year deal. Very happy with that. We have also managed to sign Jadon Sancho on a 4-year deal. That's going to be great for squad depth. So after making all those sales, this is what we left with on the reserves. This is what we left with on the bench. Obviously, we know Rashford isn't happy. He does want to leave the club. Maybe we'll do a player swap for him, get someone else. And this is the starting lineup. I do think we need to get a starting left winger to replace Jadon Sancho, put Jadon Sancho on the bench, maybe sell Rashford. And of course, as previously mentioned last season, we need to get 2 new centre-backs. So let's go ahead and do that. And there it is, guys. The first signing of the transfer window, Alberto Molero from Villarreal. We signed him for around 60 million, including Marcus Rashford. Molero is an 85 rated left mid. He's going to be a good replacement for Matheus Cunha. Very happy with that. There it is. The next player we have signed, Eder Militao. What a signing for around 55 million only. He's going to bring some world-class experience to the team. Yeah, guys, as you can see, Militao, 86 rated, 29 years old. He comes with experience and we got him on a bargain. Very happy with that deal. To pair Militao in the defense, we have just signed Jonathan Tah. Let's go. And for a bargain as well, around 45 million plus Lisandro Martinez. Jonathan Tah is a part of the team. So there's Jonathan Tah, 87 rated. He is 31 years old. He's going to bring experience along with Militao. Our defense is sorted now, guys. I'm looking through the squad now, and this squad is looking quality, but one thing we do not have is a backup right back. So let's quickly sort that out. And we've got our new right back, guys, Konrad Laimer. As much as I was looking for a backup right back, a deal of 40 million for Konrad Laimer, I couldn't pass up. Konrad Laimer comes in at 84 rated, the same rating as Coyote. And what Laimer offers is the versatility. He's able to play right back, left back, CDM, and right mid. Having someone like that in your team is just next level. He's going to offer so much to the squad. As you can see there, guys, Coyote's 84 rated, Laimer's 84 rated. They're going to be fighting for that right back position, but at the same time, Laimer can play another 3 different positions. He's versatile, so I think he's going to get more game time. We'll see though. But yeah, guys, we've made 4 key signings to the team. Molero, Eder Militao, Jonathan Tah, and Konrad Laimer. Very happy with this. And after all those signings, we are left with a budget of only $6 million. That's not much left. And this is what our squad looks like for the season. I think we have massively improved. Massively improved. So I'm very excited to see how this team gets on. And with that being said, let's sim to January, see if we can improve on last season. Come on. We have made it to January. Let's see how we got on. The first thing I want to check is if we're in the Carabao Cup. Let's see this right now. And we are not. We are not in the Carabao Cup. We got knocked out to Chelsea in the quarterfinals. That's damn unfortunate. The next thing I want to check out is the Champions League. Come on, guys. Surely some better performances. And we are 9th place. 3 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss. That's not bad at all. We are very close to automatic promotion. Not promotion, automatic qualification. Now, guys, in the Premier League, I left this one for last. I'll be honest. I've already seen where we are. And it's very, very disappointing. I'm going to let you guys see right now. We are 11th place. 5 wins, 9 draws, and 5 losses. What has gone wrong? Like, guys, how is this team sitting 11th place right now? I don't understand it. I really don't. Looking at our top performers, you can see Sesko has 21 goals. He already has 13 goals in the Premier League this season. He's doing so well. Yet we're doing so bad. Youri Tielemans is also having a phenomenal season. He's up to the 88 rated mark right now. Molero, been a bit disappointing. Ahmad being a bit disappointing. Bruno being a bit disappointing. Maybe the age is catching up to him. Another player who's been absolutely disappointing, Mbeumo. 10 games, 0 goal contributions. We need more from him. And he's only played 10 games. Maybe he got injured. I'm not too sure. But we need more from him. So yeah, guys, so far it's been a very disappointing season. If we make it to the semi-finals of either the FA Cup or the Champions League, I'll sim to then and stop, and then we can live simulate those games. If not, I'll see you at the end of the season. We aren't at the end of the season. We are actually in April right now, but I think I simulated too far, guys. As you can see, we versed Inter Milan there in the UCL, and I think that's the semi-finals. Just checking the Champions League here. I believe... Oh no, that was the quarterfinals. So we have got Man City in the semi-finals of the Champions League. In the quarterfinals, we beat Inter Milan 3-2 on aggregate. Let's go. In the round of 16, we beat PSG 4-2. That's crazy. We beat them 3-0 at Old Trafford. Wow. And in the playoff rounds, we went and beat FC Porto. Life's good, guys. Life's good. We are in the semi-finals. Let's sim to that game. Unfortunately, in the FA Cup, we got knocked out in the third round to Coventry. That's just disappointing. But yeah, guys, with that being said, let's sim to the semi-finals of the Champions League. Oh my days, I made another mistake. I simmed to this Champions League game. I didn't realize the Champions League game was there too. But we lost 3-0. We lost 3-0 to Man City in the Champions League. That's crazy, man. Oh, I guess we knocked out of the Champions League, guys. I don't see us coming back from that. So yeah, guys, it is the second leg of the Champions League semi-finals, although we are 3-0 down. I don't see how we can come back from this. But it's worth a try, I guess. So with that being said, let's simulate this game. And we lost 2-0. So we lost 5-0 in aggregate in the semi-finals of the Champions League to Man City. We have nothing else to play for but the Premier League. So let's sim to the end of the season and let's see how we got on. Guys, have a look at this. There's one game left of the season. We are currently sitting 6th place. It's not looking good right now. But we can potentially qualify for Champions League. Assuming Chelsea and Nottingham Forest lose their games, we will get Champions League football. We just gotta hope and pray, right? So let's jump into this game against Arsenal as our final team of the season to verse. Hopefully we can grab the win here. Let's go. Come on, guys. And we do win. We win where it matters. Let's go. Ahmad and Mbumo. That's brilliant to see. Now we just got to hope and pray that Chelsea and Forest lose. And Chelsea drew. I don't know if that helps us or not. Can't remember. But let's just advance a couple of days. I think Spurs had a game in hand. Oh, player of the season is here. Let's check who won it. Maybe Sesko could be up there. Let's see. David Beckham is... it's Youri. Damn. And unfortunately, to end off the season, guys, we finished 6th place in the Premier League. So we will be playing in the Conference League next season. Bournemouth went and won the FA Cup. The Carabao Cup was won by Arsenal. And the Champions League final is an English one. Man City versus Chelsea. Very interesting. I also want to mention that Man City went and won the Premier League again. I think that's the second season in a row they've won it now. But yeah, I just want to sim a couple of days. I want to see who wins the Champions League between Man City and Chelsea. And I think that's 11-10. I think Man City won on penalties there, if I'm not mistaken. Let's have a look at that quickly. Show comments. A spectacle for the neutrals was on display. Man City beat Chelsea 11-10 in a high-scoring affair. Well, I know it wasn't 11-10. I assume it was 11-10 in penalties. Yeah, Man City won on penalties 11-10, so they won the Champions League too. I just want to mention that Onana, Bayern, Rasmus Højlund, Mason Mount, and Luke Shaw will be leaving the team as their contracts are expiring. Jumping into our top performers of the season, let's check our top goal scorers, and that is Benjamin Sesko with 37. Bro got 25 goals in the Premier League. That is unbelievable. Let's go, Benjamin. Bruno Fernandes had a solid season. He turned it around. He did have a bad start to the season, but he's turned it around. Happy with that. Youri Tielemans was 17 assists. What a signing. What a signing. Malero was okay. Not the greatest in my opinion. Ahmad also could have been better. Mbumo, damn. Just very disappointing. Just very disappointed from Mbumo, I'll be honest with you. But yeah, guys, overall, 17 assists for Youri Tielemans is actually unbelievable. I'm thoroughly impressed with that performance. Wow. I think the biggest disappointment for us this season was Brian Mbumo. He's also unhappy. I mean, if I performed the way you did, I'd also be unhappy, Mbumo. Maybe that's something we need to look at for next season. Maybe replacing Mbumo, getting someone like best in the world right mid. Best in the world right mid, best in the world right wing, replacing Mbumo. and just making our team world class. I do notice Andrey Santos didn't really grow this season, and neither did Coyote. That's a bit disappointed. I wanted to see them hit that 85, 86 rated mark, and they just did not do that this season. Yeah, guys, that was a very disappointing season. Although we made it to the Champions League semi-finals, it was a very, very disappointing season, and we need to make a lot of changes next season, so let's go do that. We are into season 3 of the rebuild, guys, and the first thing we are checking is our budget. We have 130 million to spend. We have got 3 players whose contracts are expiring. We've got Xerxes here, he doesn't want to renew. We've got De Ligt, who also doesn't want to renew. And we've got DeMarco, but we will definitely renew his contract. And there it is, guys. A 3-year deal for DeMarco, sorted. Done deal. Now, at the end of last season, I did say I want to replace Mbumo, but there's 2 things we need to do first. The first thing we need to do is get a new backup left back, and the second thing we need to do is get a backup cam. So let's quickly go ahead and do that. And there's the first signing of the season, Lucas Hernandez from Girona, I believe, for about $16 million. Not that bad. Now, Lucas Hernandez is a 32-year-old left back. He's going to bring experience to the club. I've been buying a lot of players with experience lately. Don't know if it's been working, but we're going to trust him. He's got experience. He's a World Cup winner. Come on, Lucas Hernandez, let's go. And the next player we have signed, Matheus Mane from Wolverhampton Wanderers for around $20 million. I'm very happy with that deal. He's 20 years old, 77 rated, very happy. Yeah, guys, as you can see, he's 20 years old, 77 rated. He has room to grow. And being the backup cam to Bruno Fernandes, I think he'll grow a lot. 100%. We have just sorted out our depth issue in the squad. Let's go replace Mbumo. Oh my days. We have probably just signed arguably the best right mid in the world. Michael Olise, welcome to the club. And we got him on a bargain as well. A huge bargain. We added Mbumo plus 55 million. And we've got Michael Olise. Wow. And what Michael Olise brings to the table is a 91 rated player. 91 rated player worth 170 million. Yet we only paid 55 plus Mbumo. That's crazy. That is crazy. He's going to completely change our team. So this is what the squad looks like for season 3, guys, and this squad looks unbelievable. Now, I know last season we really underperformed and we haven't really changed the team much, so maybe the underlying issues are still there. But with Olise in the team, I'm very excited to see what we do. And with that being said, let's sim to January and hope and pray that we can perform better this season. So we have made it to January, guys. Let's see how we got on. First thing we're checking is the Carabao Cup. How did we do? We got knocked out. In the quarterfinals, we got knocked out to Liverpool again. They keep knocking us out. I was about to check the Champions League. I forgot we are not in the Champions League. We are in the Conference League, guys. Let's see how we do in here. And we have got 4 wins, 2 draws. We are unbeaten in the Conference League. Very well done. We are 4th place. That's good to see. I think it's too early to care about the FA Cup, but we're round 3 and we've got Arsenal. That's not an easy one. And in the Premier League, how are we doing? We are 3rd place. That's very good to see. We've only lost twice this season so far. 3rd place, 44 points. We are 8 points off Man City though. So that's going to be a tough one to climb. But yeah, we are doing well, guys. Much better than last season. And in terms of our top performers, let's check out our top goal scorers. We have got Molero with 19 goals so far. Wow. That's very impressive from you. That's very impressive. 19 goals, 5 assists, 11 goals in the Prem and 7 in the Conference League. Molero's having a great season. Sesko with 15 goals, very good to see. He's very consistent, very consistent. Youri Tielemans having another great season. Bruno Fernandes is lacking in the assist department, but overall, he's alright. Olise, I was expecting a much bigger impact. Only 5 goals and 4 assists. If you compare that to Molero, who has 19 and 5, that's a big difference. I've just realized Matheus Mane hasn't even played a single game. We brought him as a backup, of course, but it would be good to see him play a couple games. As you can see, De Ligt and Xerxes have expiring contracts here. They don't want to renew their contracts. I think the best plan of action for us is to try and replace them with other players, maybe put them in the swap deals. So let's see if we can do that. And there it is, guys. We have replaced Xerxes with Claude Delaunay from Stade Rennais for 12.5 million, including Xerxes. This guy has potential. As you can see, he is 20 years old, 77 rated with a potential of 86 to 92. This guy could be our next starting striker. Obviously, Sesko's very good, but this guy as a backup is going to be great. And there it is, guys. We have replaced Matthijs de Ligt with Andrew Holden. From Borussia Dortmund, it was a direct swap deal, as you can see. This guy also has some decent potential. As you can see, guys, Andrew Holden, 18 years old, 81 rated. He has room to grow. I believe he will grow. So yeah, guys, we managed to replace Xerxes and we managed to replace De Ligt with Delaunay and Andrew Holden. Very happy with that. What we can do now is sim to either the semi-finals of the Conference League or the FA Cup, assuming we make it to one of those. So yeah, here's hoping. See you then. I have no words for this team, guys. We have not made it to the end of the season, but I'm going to show you why I've stopped simulating. We lost 3-2 in the first leg to Malmo. And in the second leg, we drew 0-0. So as you can see in the Conference League, guys, we got knocked out in the round of 16. That is unbelievably disappointing. Another thing to note, we got knocked out in the FA Cup round 4 against Oxford United. We of course got knocked out in the Carabao Cup. So it's another season where all we can play for is the Premier League. I'll see you at the end of the season. So we have made it to the end of the season. We were unbeaten in the month of May and we were unbeaten in the month of April, which is good to see, but we drew 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games in a row. The last 7 games of the season, we drew 6 of them. This team drives me mad. And to show you guys where we came in the league, let's see. We finished 3rd place with 78 points. 78 points. Not too bad. Honestly, not too bad. It's improvements from last season, but we need to be doing better. And we drew 6 of that last 7 games. If we won all 6, we would have had an extra what? An extra 12 points. We could have been so close to Man City, but we couldn't do it. Looking at our top performers for the season, let's check out the top goal scorers first. And we have got Malero with 28 goals this season. 19 in the Premier League, 7 in the Conference League. This guy had a phenomenal season. Sesko with 21 goals, 19 in the Premier League, very well, but only 1 in the Conference League. He was quite disappointing in Europe. Tielemans had another phenomenal season, 17 goals, 15 assists. He was unbelievable. Bruno Fernandes, definitely a shadow of his former self for sure. I think next season we got to look at replacing him. And then we've got Michael Olise. We were expecting so much from this guy and he just did not deliver it. He really didn't. But I have hope for next season. As previously mentioned, I think we're going to look at replacing Bruno Fernandes. I also think we need to get another midfielder. Maybe not replace Santos, but get another midfielder there, just so we have another option. And Coyote could be on the chopping blocks too. Maybe not Coyote, but maybe Lima. Maybe selling Lima, getting someone else instead of Lima as new starting right back, someone that is world class. I think that's the best bet right now. So yeah, guys, another disappointing season. 3 disappointing seasons in a row. I would be sacked if this was realistic, right? Jumping into the new season, we're going to be looking at a new cam, a new centre mid, and a new right back. Hopefully we get the funds for that, considering we did qualify for the Champions League. So with that being said, let's jump into season 4 of the rebuild. Into season 4 of the rebuild, guys. Hopefully we can do better this time. Jumping straight into the finances, we have 140 million to spend this season, and we don't have much contract issues to deal with. Just Aiden Heaven and Patrick Dorgu as the notable names. We'll have to replace them. But yeah, guys, as previously mentioned, we're looking for a new cam, we're looking for a new centre mid, and we're looking for a new starting right back. And with only 140 million, I'm not sure we'll be able to do all 3, but we'll try our best. So let's see what we can do. And the first deal is done, guys. Jules Koundé is joining Manchester United for around 33 million plus Conrad Lima. That's a steal right there. So we sold a couple players that were just unhappy or wanting to leave the club. Toby is the first one, Heaven is the second, and Patrick Dorgu is the third. We are now sitting with a transfer budget of 150 million after those sales, and we are still looking to get a new centre mid and a new attacking midfielder. I don't know if that budget will be enough to get 2 world-class players, but maybe 1 world-class player and 1 squad player would work just as well. So let's see what we can do. And we have just got a new midfielder, guys. Johan Manzambi. Very happy with this signing. 63 million from Freiburg. Very happy with that. As you can see, Manzambi is an 85 rated centre mid who can play CDM and attacking midfielder. You love that versatility. And for our third and final signing of the season, guys, Francisco Coenchao from Juventus. We signed him for only 62 million. His market value is around 87 to 90, so we're very happy with that deal. So this is what the squad looks like for Season 4, guys, and I'm telling you something now. If we underperform again, I'm going to lose my mind because the players we have on this team are world class. So yeah, guys, with that being said, I've done the best I could with this team. It's really up to them now. We're going to sim to January. Hopefully we can see some great success. So we run into an issue. My mic was muted for the whole of the rest of the season. As you can see here, this is us basically making it to January, and you can see me talking and it's muted. It's muted. Damn it. But what I'm going to do is walk you through the recordings. They're all muted, but I'm going to talk over them. And yeah, hopefully it doesn't ruin the video too much, guys. I apologize about this. So as previously mentioned, we made it to January. We have got Portsmouth in the FA Cup. Looking at the Carabao Cup, I believe we got knocked out here, unfortunately. I don't know who we got knocked out to. It was like in round 3, I believe. Yeah. To Birmingham City in round 3, guys. I have no words for this team. And then jumping into the Champions League, we 12th place, 3 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses, not doing too badly at all. And then the main one, the Premier League, the most important one for us, in my opinion, at the moment, and we are 3rd place. We are doing very, very well. We 39 points, 10 wins, 9 draws, 2 losses. We're only 6 points off Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest is 1st place, by the way. How crazy is that? Just an updated look at the squad. As you can see, we've got a couple players sitting at 89 rated, almost 90 rated. We've got 2 players at 90 plus rating. This team looks good. And then looking at our top performers right here, guys, we're going to go goal scorers first. We've got Sesko on 12 goals, 1 assist. We've got Youri Tielemans doing really well. Malero's doing really well. Olise's been okay. Bruno's been okay. There's a balance in the team and we're content with it. The results are there. That was the summary for January. We're 3rd place in the Premier League, doing decently well in the Champions League. We're still in the FA Cup. There's a lot of things to play for. And what we do from here is sim to either the FA Cup semi-final or the Champions League semi-final, and I'll see you guys there. So guys, as you can see here, it's the round of 16 in the Champions League, and we are currently 1-1 against FC Porto. Let's get into the second leg, see how we got on. Now, I of course obviously already know the final result. The previous recording was a live recording, so maybe what I'll do is drop this one over here. So now we've got the live recording camera that's muted on the top right, and we've got my recording at the bottom right here. Let's play this clip, and you can basically see my visual reaction. But we went in 1-3-1. Very happy with that. We did very well there. As you can see, there's the final result against Porto, and in the quarterfinals, we are taking on FC Barcelona. That is not an easy game to play. Not at all. But with that being said, let's get into the quarterfinal game against Barcelona, see how we do. I was actually really nervous going into this game because I just know that Barcelona can kill us if they wanted to. And in the first leg, the final score was 3-3 against Barcelona at Old Trafford. Olise saving us in the 82nd minute. That's an okay result. But taking that result back to Camp Nou is not an easy one. So we basically kept the team the same for this game against Barcelona. We're jumping into the quick sim now, and we went and won 2-1. Look at that reaction from me. I was happy with it. I was very happy with it. We won 2-1, Malero with the winning goal basically. One thing I should mention, we got knocked out in the FA Cup. We lost on penalties to Portsmouth in round 3. But in the Premier League, with 32 games played, guys, we are looking good. 66 points for Manchester United. We are 1st place right now. Things are looking good for us. And even though things are looking good for us in the Premier League, in the Champions League, we went and drew Real Madrid. Damn. That's a tough one, guys. That is a very, very tough game for us. But if we can beat Barcelona, we can beat Real Madrid too, guys. So let's get into the first leg of that game. Jumping into the first leg, I actually can't remember what the final score was. But as you can see, DeMarco has a red card, so we need to sort that out. Unfortunately, our only backup left back was a 77 rated Hernandez. Can he help us get the job done? And jumping into the simulation here, guys, with a 77 rated Luis Hernandez at left back. It's going to be a tough one. And we go into it and we won 2-1. Andrey Santos, Bruno Fernandes. Listen here. I know this is a recording over the recording, so I already know the results. But the live recordings were so much better, guys. It really was. So this Bournemouth game was the game right before the Real Madrid second leg. I played my second string side. And unfortunately, we drew 3-3. At the tail end of the season, guys, we drew 3-3 to Bournemouth. That could genuinely lose us the Premier League title. Moving swiftly on to the Champions League semi-final, second leg against Real Madrid. As you can see, the whole team is basically tired. I don't understand it because I also rested them against Bournemouth, but they're all exhausted. We're getting into this game and we draw 1-1, guys. We draw 1-1. We are into the Champions League finals, guys. Let's go. Just want to mention that that draw against Bournemouth really killed us. We are now second place, 2 points behind Tottenham Hotspur. But we are versing them next game. So let's get into that one. This game against Spurs really is a title deciding game. If we get the win here, and we do. We got the win, guys. So that takes us to first place. That is brilliant. Jumping into the next game against Everton, we play another second string side almost. And we beat them 2 Militao. That's a 2-1 win. We are one step closer to the Premier League title. Now the next game is Man City. It's not an easy game, guys. And what did we do? We lost 4-1. Jeremy Doku scored a hat-trick against us. They really want to see us lose this title. They really do. Now, thankfully, Spurs also drew the game against Arsenal. I think I was just looking for the result here. You'll see it now. There you go. Spurs drew to Arsenal 2-2. We lost to Man City 4-1. And the table is looking like this right now. We are on par, 73 points each with 1 game remaining. We both have 73 points with 1 game remaining. All we need to do is get a win, basically. Because our goal difference is +2. It's going to be tough for Spurs to overtake that. So this is the title deciding game. If we get this win, we should win the Premier League. This is the team we're going with. Haven't really changed it much. I trust in this team. And jumping into the final game of the season for the Premier League title, we go and win 4-1. So we are the Premier League champions, guys. That's the first trophy of the rebuild. Only took 4 seasons, but we are the Premier League champions. Come on. And there's the final table, guys. We are Premier League champions. 76 points for the season. Listen, you're not the highest point scoring season in my opinion, but we won the Premier League. We are very happy with that. Come on. Looking at our top performers of the season, we've got Malero with 20 goals. Benjamin Sesko with 20 goals. Olise had a much better season. Youri Tielemans had another great season. Bruno Fernandes, okay, but he's still putting a shift. Overall, guys, very happy with the team's performance. One person that was a bit disappointing, Conceição, only 5 goals and 4 assists. He could have done far better. But with that being said, guys, let's jump into the Champions League final against PSG. This is the starting lineup we're going with. Obviously, you can see there Conceição is starting ahead of Bruno Fernandes. My idea was to bring Bruno off the bench so he can be the captain that lifts the trophy, assuming we win the game. And jumping into the first highlight of the game, as you can see, PSG are just relentless. They pass the ball, they don't lose it, and they get the ball through here, and Tielemans makes an unbelievable save. That is insane. PSG continuing their relentless pursuit of a goal right here. They get a tackle on Jules Koundé, I believe. Ousmane Dembele. And look at that. Andrey Santos with the block. Andrey Santos with a crucial block in the final. We're on the attack here with Youri Tielemans. He plays it out wide to Jules Koundé. Brings it back inside and Olise finds himself with some space. He cuts in. Gets the opportunity and he shoots it straight at the keeper with no power at all. PSG trying to score right before halftime. We make a challenge right there. And this is our final attack of the half, guys. We get the ball through ball to Malero. That's a great through ball from Conceição. He cuts back, plays it back to Conceição. And Conceição, it's just such a pop shot that the keeper catches it. I mean, seriously? Overall, look at the halftime stats, guys. Both teams have 2 shots on target. PSG have 60% possession though. Early in the first half, we have possession of the ball here. And we're looking to transition this into an attack. And that's exactly what we do. Malero with a 1-2 with Bruno. Bruno already impacting this game so well. Malero does a little chop here. Brings it back to Bruno. But it's a great defensive action from Pacho. I swear on this possession, PSG probably had the ball for like 10 to 15 in-game minutes. Eventually, Jonathan Tah wins the header. We on the attack here. Youri Tielemans starts making a run. Sesko finds him. and all of a sudden Youri Tielemans is one-on-one with the keeper, and he slots it bottom left corner, guys. Youri Tielemans puts United 1-0 up in the Champions League final. Wait, hold on. Hold on, guys. I need to go back 10 seconds here. Just watch this highlight and just look at my reaction there. The top right is my live reaction to the goal. We're just going to watch this back. It really was a good goal, though. Great pass from Sesko. We are through. And look at that reaction. Hey. That's funny. We made a couple changes, man. Zambi, Youri, and Ahmad is coming onto the pitch. And I swear to you guys, right off kickoff, Sesko goes and tackles Vitinha and we're on another attack. Just like that, Sesko manages to find Bruno. Bruno does well to keep this ball over here. He gets a shot off and the keeper makes a good save. PSG find themselves on attack here, guys, and they do very well in this attack. They just don't make mistakes on the ball, and they find Kvaratskhelia, and Tielemans makes another phenomenal save. PSG take a corner, and we manage to win this corner, and we're on the counter-attack. Ahmad is fresh legs, and he just runs down the line, and he just keeps running. They can't catch him. And that's what Ahmad does best. And now he cuts back, I believe. He does cut back. Finds Manzambi in the middle, who finds Malero, and the keeper makes a save. That was a good attack, though. We have possession of the ball. It is like the 89th minute right now, so I'm trying not to waste the possession. Try and just waste as much time as possible as well. We do manage to not win this ball, but PSG doesn't have enough time to get a counter-attack going, and we go and win the Champions League final. 1-0 against PSG. Youri Tielemans with the winner. Look at Bruno Fernandes at the ripe old age of 35 years old, captaining Manchester United to a Champions League trophy. That is crazy, and he lifts it. Look at that. Wow. You know, when this was live, I was very happy watching this. I was happy. Thank you for watching, guys, and we're going to win the Champions League final. We've only won 2 trophies this rebuild, but this is where the rebuild ends. We won the Premier League. We won the Champions League, and I'm very happy with that. But yeah, guys, I'm sorry that I couldn't get the live recordings of this with my muted mic. It is a bit frustrating, but I just try to make the most out of a bad situation and just try and at least use this recording. Because previously, when my mic was muted, it happened before. I kind of just scrapped the whole thing and did it over, or did a completely different video. But this time around, I thought, you know what, let me just try and make the most of it. And that's exactly what we have done. There's the United team we built, winning the Champions League. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. Have a good one. Cheers.